Hello everybody, it's Sean here from Monorail Central. Today we are going to be taking tour of the beautiful Disney Wonder cruise ship. Now this is one of the currently five operating Disney cruise ships. There are 4 more on the way. We know about the Treasure, the Destiny, and the Adventure, and they just recently announced a 4th new Wish class ship coming to Tokyo or Japan area somewhere around 2028 or 2029. This is one of the original 2 classic ships, sister ship to the Disney Magic, launching in 1999. It is a smaller ship, only 10 decks, 11 if you count the Kids Club vibe in the forward funnel. So let's go ahead and take a walking tour here. We're going to start things off on deck 3. That's currently where we are, deck 3 midship. This is where you would typically embark on the ship at the beginning of your cruise. There are some ports that have you embark on deck 4, but for a majority of your cruises, you're going to embark on deck 3 midship. So let's go ahead. We'll start things off on deck 3, and we'll see where we go from there. So the first thing we do when we walk on board the cruise ship, this behind these doors here is going to be where you board the ship typically. This is where your boarding station is for the entry gangway. You have this gorgeous lobby atrium that spans 3 decks. We're currently on 3. There's 4, and there's 5. You have 4 elevators in deck 3 midship here. To the right-hand side is a little screen here with a list of today's activities. And then further off to the right here is going to be the Port Adventures desk. This is the desk where you would go to book any port adventures that you want to do off the ship, depending on where you're going, or you can make modifications to your itinerary. You have this nice little ocean-themed glass wall here next to the Port Adventures desk. Some nice theming. Another screen here with upcoming events and activities. If we make our way over to the left-hand side of the lobby atrium here, this is going to be one of the 3 main dining rooms aboard the Disney Wonder, called Triton's. It is a French-themed restaurant, typically, themed after King Triton from The Little Mermaid. And then in this lobby atrium over here, you have a nice bronze statue of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Grand staircase going on up to deck 4. You have a nice little piano down here too. Occasionally on certain nights, there will be a pianist here playing some Disney tunes. We're going to continue on over to the left of the elevators. This is going to be the port side of the ship. Another screen there with activities. And then here is going to be the guest services desk. The guest services desk is where you're going to visit if you have any concerns around your cruise, anything with your onboard account, any concerns that you have with dining or shopping, can be answered here at guest services. We're going to make our way forward here. Here is that deck 3 midship elevator bank. You can see the Port Adventures desk is going to be back there. You have the midship stairwell here on the port side and the starboard side. We're not going to use these yet. We're going to head further forward. On deck 3 forward is where you're going to find the after hours section. This is typically an 18+ section. After hours consists of the Crown and Fin pub, the Cadillac lounge, and the Azure. This is where most of your 18+ activities are going to take place at night. Occasionally they'll have you meet here for some bingo or trivia, or to disembark the ship for a port adventure. Cool little note here in this little martini glass. You have a moon and 2 stars. That's supposed to resemble Mickey's sorcerer's hat. So let's head on down the hallway here to the after hours section. Now the first of these clubs here is going to be Azure. Azure is open right now, so we're going to have a pop on in and take a peek. This is really going to be the main stage for all of the 18+ events here. They have Match Your Mate, Seriously. They have a couple of other events in here. Back over there is going to be the bar for Azure. They do have some servers occasionally walking around, handing you drinks. Nice little stage over here. And then we are going to make our way through the Azure. There's an exit back this way that I'm going to take you through. Now to the right of the stage is going to be this little secret exit out to the forward elevator bank, which is also where you're going to find a Crown and Fin pub. To the left here is going to be the Deck 3 forward elevator bank. I'm going to bypass this for now and head on into the Crown and Fin pub. Now you can see there are a couple of 18 plus exclusive events here at Crown and Fin. This is primarily themed to English and Irish pubs, and you can see it's very well detailed in here. A little bit busier today as it is a sea day. Quite a few pub style seats. At night on most days they do have late night hors d'oeuvres available in this little hot plate section back here. Another full bar off to the left. Plenty of screens all over the Crown and Fin pub. We're going to make our way this way. A couple of booths and then portholes to look on out here. A couple of these tables over here as well have chess and backgammon boards, so you can play chess or backgammon. The Crown and Fin pub does also have its own special little menu here with some pub grub. This is an additional charge. It's not included with your onboard dining here. Alright, we're going to make our way outside of the Crown and Fin pub. Making our way out of the Crown and Fin pub here. It's going to be this little store here called Sea Treasures. Hello. Sea Treasures has not really been open during our sailing here. It's a nice little small store. Got some Disney Cruise Line specific merchandise. This is an Alaska sailing, so they do also have Alaska exclusive merchandise here. Not a lot different from the other merchandise I've seen in the main shopping centers, but this is more laid back. Not as crowded and hectic as the other shops can be. Down over there are Sea Treasures, Azure, and the Crown and Fin pub. That's on the starboard side. We're going to make our way over to port side now. You have some public restrooms available for the after hours section. And then right down here is going to be another one of these nightclubs. This is the Cadillac Lounge, themed to 1950s Cadillacs. Right now there is a private event going on, so I won't be able to film it at this point, but I will overlay some footage inside the Cadillac Lounge right here. All right, it is late. It is 11 o'clock on the last night of our cruise. I'm supposed to be in bed, but instead, I'm finally going into the Cadillac Lounge. Now, the Cadillac Lounge is themed around 1950s Cadillacs. As you can see over here, the bar is the front hood of either a 1950s Eldorado or Coupe de Ville. I cannot tell which one it is, but there is Cadillac accenting all the way around this lounge, including but not limited to the seats here, which look straight out of a 1950s era Cadillac. Even the couches here are Cadillac themed a little bit. They have a live pianist here at night. It really is a gorgeous space. We're gonna make our way out of the Azure area. This is that hallway that we bypassed when we walked into Azure. You have these nice little portholes here that have some cushioned seating so you can hang out and enjoy yourself on a nice sea day like today. So that was the after hours section here on the Disney Wonder, Deck 3 forward. We are gonna make our way to the aft section of the ship here, but to do that, we are gonna have to walk through Deck 3 midship one more time. Now the only way to get to the aft section on Deck 3 without going up or down decks is going to be on the port side here, right across from the guest services desk. Down this little hallway here are going to be a couple more portholes here. Again, these are great for viewing out of on nice sea days like we are having today. As we make our way further down this hallway here, we are going to find an additional entrance to Triton's. This is also the accessible entrance to Triton's. So if you can't walk up those steps out on deck 3 midship, these doors are also open right by this little wine cellar here. Now continuing our way aft, there is a staircase here that leads up to deck 4 midship, and then I'll take you up to the shutters area and the jewelry area. Oh, look what we have here. Hello, everybody. Further on aft here, we have another common space on the Disney Wonder. This is the French Quarter Lounge. It is a New Orleans themed lounge area where they host various events throughout the day, like trivia. Right now, it looks like they're having some sort of arts and crafts. There's also a full bar here at the French Quarter Lounge. It is themed a little bit to Princess and the Frog. You can see back there is Dr. Facilier's hat. There is also live music here at night. You can see that double bass standing up there on the stage. They do play live music from time to time at night. There's also this nice little trolley car here with some seating inside. But further aft here is going to be the second of the 3 main dining rooms aboard the Disney Wonder. This is Tiana's Place. Tiana's Place is of course themed to the Princess and the Frog. It is themed around the restaurant that Tiana herself has opened in New Orleans. It's a very detailed area of the ship here. You can see up there, it's Mardi Gras night tonight, so they have the Mardi Gras beads out. And then this nice little sign here for Tiana's Place. Hello.
Do you want some magic picture?
Ooh, a magic picture.
Yeah.
I would love a magic picture. And if we make our way out of Tiana's Place over here, it's going to be the deck 3 aft elevator bank and staircase. 4 more elevators. There are some public restrooms over here for Tiana's Place and the French Quarter Lounge. And that is it for deck 3 here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the staircase down and we're going to go explore deck 2 a little bit. Here on deck 2, it is only staterooms. There's also a laundry room on deck 2. So we are aft right now. We are going to be between staterooms 2058 and 2147 and 2558 and 2647. There's a laundrette back here. And then as you can see, it is just staterooms on this deck. But I am going to walk through the halls here and show you where the different types of staterooms are going to be. We're going to make our way to deck 2 port side here on the aft section. I'm going to head more aft this way, starting at room 2118. All of these rooms going all the way after the ship here are going to be category 9C deluxe ocean view staterooms. And then continuing down the hallway here are going to be some deluxe inside staterooms, starting with room 2129. These are category 10C rooms, and these continue all the way down to the end of the hallway here, as far aft as you can go. We are going to continue our way forward here as we walk from deck 2 aft elevator bank. Starting with room 2111 here, these are going to be the category 10B deluxe inside staterooms. And then starting with 2106 right over here with the fish extender on it is going to begin the category 9B deluxe ocean view staterooms. We are going to continue walking down the hallway here on deck 2 aft port side. And then right over here, across from stateroom 2096, is going to be the deck 2 laundrette area. Deck 2's laundrette has 5 washers and dryers. They do also have a wash basin available for you, as well as an ironing board, and they do provide you with a spray bottle for water. There's a machine in the back here that does dispense Tide detergent and Snuggle dryer fabric softener sheets. And then you can use all of these machines here by tapping your Magic Band or Disney Band Plus or your Key to the World card to this little scanner here. And you can purchase laundry tokens. You can purchase tokens for wash cycles, dry cycles, and laundry products. It is $3 per washer and dryer cycle and $1 per laundry product. This gets charged to your onboard stateroom account. And these will work across all of the laundrettes on board the Disney Wonder. And we are going to continue on down the Deck 2 portside hallway here. And then right here across from stateroom 2058 is going to be the Midship elevator bank for Deck 2. Now, this side of the hallway here is going to continue on with the Category 9B and the Category 10B Deluxe Ocean View and Inside staterooms respectively. But we are going to make our way over here. In the Deck 2 Midship elevator bank, there is a Disney Vacation Club sales office here. Now this is the place where I get in trouble a lot because the onboard incentives for Disney Vacation Club are stupid good sometimes. So if you ever find yourself walking through these doors here, just know you're about to spend a lot of money. We are going to change pace a little bit here. I'm going to head over to the starboard hallway. Now the starboard hallway has pretty much been exactly the same as the portside hallway. These rooms here are all Category 9B Deluxe Ocean View, and all the inside rooms are Category 10B Deluxe Inside Staterooms. We're going to continue making our way forward here, and we're going to discuss a couple of the different room options that you may find here on Deck 2. So starting here at stateroom 2540 is going to be the end of the Category 9B Deluxe Ocean View staterooms, and in the beginning of the Category 9C Deluxe Ocean View staterooms one more time. We are about 30 feet from the Midship elevator bank, heading forward. We're going to continue going forward here because there are a couple of different types of staterooms the farther forward we go. And then right outside of staterooms 2528 and 2526 here is going to be the Deck 2 forward elevator bank. Nothing exciting to see out this way. I am going to make my way back over to the port side to staterooms 2028 and 2026. Continue going forward this way here to show you where a couple of the different types of rooms are. Now, all of the inside staterooms forward of the forward elevator banks on Deck 2 are going to be Category 11C standard inside staterooms, which means that these staterooms do not have the split bathroom layout that is signature to Disney Cruise Line. These only have one bathroom shared between everyone in the stateroom. The Ocean View staterooms are going to retain their Category 9C designation, and this is going to continue all the way forward to Deck 2 this way. And then this is it. This is the end of Deck 2. We are as far forward as we can go. There's stateroom 2000. On the starboard side, that is going to be stateroom 2500. We are going to make our way back to the forward elevator bank, and we are going to go down one deck to Deck 1. I'm going to go ahead and take the elevator down to Deck 1 this way. Disney Wonder has these touch style elevator buttons on the outside. I'll show you what the inside of these elevators look like here in just a moment. So these are the elevators in the forward elevator bank on the Disney Wonder. They are screen-based, so all you have to do is touch the floor you want to go to. They also have a couple different advertisements, advertising what's available on the ship. And then there is a deck guide above each of the doors here. Now this is Deck 1 forward, which is very bare, as you can see. Deck 1 forward is typically home to your at-port gangways. Right behind those doors there would be where you disembark and embark the ship when you're at port, such as Castaway Cay, or if you're in Alaska, if you're on Ketchikan or Skagway, this would be where you get on and off the ship. Now you do have these available on either side because you can dock on either side of the ship here. You have these little digital signs here again that tell you which port you are at. It is a sea day today, so that is not available to us, but it'll basically tell you what to bring if you are getting off the ship and what is not allowed at your specific port of call. Typically that means no drones. Sometimes you can't bring food off of the ship, things like that. But yeah, Deck 1 forward, not a lot of activity here. However, there are quite a few staterooms on Deck 1. The only staterooms on Deck 1 are going to be on the port side here. They range from rooms 1030 to 1079. So I'm going to go ahead and check these out here. But first, I do want to point out that the onboard health center is also located on Deck 1. This door is closed right now, so I really don't want to open it. I'm sure you can open it if you have to go to the health center, but you can see here, the health center is going to be right back that way. Through this door, however, is going to be the hallway for your Deck 1 staterooms. So let's go ahead and take a look at these here. Now on Deck 1 here, you have a unique style of stateroom specific to the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder. You have the Category 9D Deluxe Ocean View Stateroom, which are only on Deck 1 and feature either one or two very small portholes instead of your traditional one large porthole like you'd find in the Category 9C or 9B staterooms that we saw up on Deck 2. All of the inside staterooms here on Deck 1 are going to be the Category 10C Deluxe Indoor Staterooms, so these do have the 2 split bath option. And then Deck 1's staterooms span from Deck 1 forward all the way to Deck 1 midship, and then some. So we're going to walk down this hallway here to the end of the Deck 1 stateroom hallway. All right, across from staterooms 1056 and 1058 is going to be the Deck 1 midship elevator bank here. Deck 1 midship does not have a gangway. It is only an elevator and stair bank for the Deck 1 staterooms. So with that being said, we're going to make our way down to the end of the hallway here to the end of the Deck 1 staterooms. And this is it. 1079 and 1078 are the last staterooms on Deck 1 port side. It stops about 50 feet from the midship elevator bank, and that's where I'm going to head to next. We're going to head back to Deck 3 midship, and I will take you up the ship from here on out. So we are going to be heading up from the Deck 1 midship elevator bank here. The midship elevators on the Magic and the Wonder class ships are rather unique because they are glass-walled elevators that can see into the lobby atrium, kind of similar to the Magic and the Dream class. However, there is another little special touch that I am going to show you. We're going to interrupt our deck by deck tour here, and I'm going to take you all the way up to Deck 9 to show you what's so special about these elevators. So here is the special glass wall in the elevator here. I'm going to make a couple stops. I'm going to make a stop here on deck 5, deck 6, and deck 8, just to show you what's going on. Now here you have deck 3. Here is the lobby atrium. This goes all the way up to deck 5 here. And then stopping on deck 5, you have this gorgeous view of the lobby atrium across all 3 decks. And then you do also have the beautiful chandelier here for the lobby. I'm gonna go up to deck 6 here. And the deck 6, you can see there's a little secret room back here. I'm gonna show you this secret room a little bit, and then as we go up the elevator here, you can see there is some artistic Little Mermaid themed murals. I go all the way up to deck 9. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Deck 8 is how far they go up. Now these middle elevators here in the Midship elevator bank have a little bit of a better view. I'm going to stop again at deck 7 and deck 6. Come on, 7 and 6. So the middle elevators in the Midship elevator bay have this giant view of this Little Mermaid mural here. You can see it goes back down to this little wheelchair and scooter storage room. But it's a nice little Easter egg. You only get 2 of these elevators with this view on the entire ship. And if you are on deck 6 midship, you do have access to this wheelchair and scooter storage room with the Little Mermaid mural that goes all the way up to deck 9. This is technically part of the forward funnel, but this is a gorgeous, quiet little secret space, I like to call it, to hang out. And you can also see all the elevator mechanisms going up and down all 4 elevator banks. You can see here there's the counterweight for the elevator. So we are all finished with decks 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna make our way here. This is deck 4 midship. Deck 4 midship has this little alcove here that is open occasionally. Sometimes they have it closed for photos or when they're doing shows here in the lobby. But you can see there's Tritons there. There's the grand staircase. There's the Ariel statue. We are going to look all around deck 4 here just to show you what it has to offer, because deck 4 is a jam-packed deck on the Disney Wonder and the Disney Magic respectively. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you forward on deck 4 coming from midship. This is going to be home to the 2 main shops aboard the Disney Wonder. On the port side here, you're going to have Mickey's Mainsail. Now Mickey's Mainsail has all your traditional Disney Cruise Line and some Disney Parks merchandise in here. We do have a little bit of Alaska merchandise on this side. That was primarily in the other shop, which is called White Cats. You have your 2024 dated merchandise, mini ears, and a variety of hats available. More Alaska merchandise this way. They have this little peach line going on here for Disney Cruise Line exclusive merchandise. Sandals, and then these little tail animal plushies, which are really cute. You have some swimwear and pool wear available on this side. You have kids t-shirts and then adults t-shirts back this way. Currently it is July of 2024. Disney Cruise Line is still selling a limited amount of Silver Anniversary at Sea merchandise that you can see here. We have a couple of picture frames, Christmas ornaments, and then mugs on this side. Lanyards, keychains, postcards, magnets, little wallets. You have some Pride collection here on this island. Some more Disney Cruise Line merchandise. And then you have the typical souvenirs and toys. You have some board games that you can find at any of the Disney parks. They also have the Goofy's Candy Company treats and Minnie's Bake Shop treats that you can find at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And then you have some more toys on this side meant for little kids. They do on this side have the Alaskan Mickey and Alaskan Minnie plushies as well. People were fighting over these on day 1, and this is day 7, and they still have plenty available. They have this nice little Disney Cruise Line playset. And some Disney Cruise Line figurines available. Some Marvel and Star Wars clothing. And then you have some pirate-themed clothing back this way, including a little Spirit jersey, nice t-shirts, some pirate gear. You can get a pirate hat, you can get an eye patch or a medallion, and then a couple of different t-shirts down this way. Now we're going to make our way across to the other store. The other store on the Disney Wonder is called Whitecaps. Now Whitecaps is going to have some of your more higher end merchandise. This is where a majority of the Alaska stuff was. Hello.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. So by higher end, you can see here, we have the Dooney and Burks. We have some lug bags back there and Vera Bradley. You also have some Kate Spade bags back here as well. And then you have this bejeweled Aladdin and Jasmine back there for $18,000, if that's something you want to spend on your Disney cruise. Over in this corner here, you have some sundries and emergency pool items. Sunscreen, you have goggles, you have like a little mini pharmacy here with feminine hygiene products, diapers, shaving cream, you have some razors, lots of Dramamine and pain medication. You have children's medicine on this side as well. Emergency bottles, bottle scrubbers, toothpaste. And like I said again, Dramamine. Really important for those who experience motion sickness as well. Now Whitecaps does also have this little watch and jewelry section back here. They sell some sunglasses. You have some more of these Disney Cruise Line Dooney and Burke tote bags available back here as well. Golf balls and hats. You have some Disney Cruise Line suitcases, a chocolate box, some nice polos here. This has the 5 current sailing ships on the back. And then you have this nice little woven shirt over here too. Again, that features all 5 of the currently sailing Disney Cruise Line ships. Over here you have the Disney Band pluses that are exclusive to Disney Cruise Line sailings. You have one right over here. I believe this is specific to the Disney Wish. A Disney Cruise Line one with the ship itself and a funnel. And then you have another Disney Cruise Line one, more meant for kids, I believe. You have some dresses over here too that are themed to Disney Cruise Line in kids and adult sizes. Some Alaska blankets down there. A nice little Disney Cruise Line thing. I don't know, it looks like it's supposed to hold something. And then you have some nice artwork down here too for Disney Cruise Line. Very nice. You have Disney Wonder Spirit jerseys over here featuring Donald and his nephews, which are also featured on the back of the ship. Now you also have some rain gear and long sleeve hoodies here. This is especially important in Alaska, and I'm glad they had these because they have some adult sizes over there. I really needed that, especially on Ketchikan Day. More jackets. This is some of the Alaskan merchandise that they had available. They have these Disney Cruise Line hats, Disney Cruise Line mini ears with the earmuffs on them. They have these scarves on this side. Some more Helly Hansen zip-up jackets. And then they have this Alaska long sleeve shirt with a design on the back with the buffalo plaid. And then this Alaska Cruise t-shirt right here. Ornaments, Alaska water bottles. They do also have binoculars for sale. Not very good binoculars, but they are available if you did forget your pair. More of these Minnie Mouse Alaska specific plushies. They have an Alaskan fleece Spirit jersey, although this one is not Spirit branded. It's just kind of got that Spirit jersey spirit, if you will. Zip up hoodie for Alaska with the Alaskan logo on the back. Some wool socks in that same design as the mini ears, the hat, and the scarf. And you have this white fleece jacket here. Nothing on the back, just this little Alaska badge on the front. We also have these Alaska pillows for sale. They have them vacuum sealed in these bags so you can easily transport them home. Oh, here's the Mickey on this side. There's Alaska Mickey. You have some kids shirts and kids sweatshirts here as well. More watches and Pandora charms in these cases over here. And then this is where you get to some of the more higher end Disney Cruise Line merchandise, like golf shirts. You have a button-up shirt in the back there. Some lug bags, lug wallets. Some night, I'm assuming that's a nightgown or a night shirt. It's very long for an extra large, or an extra small, excuse me. Some pants and sweatpants. More Disney Cruise Line sweatpants. There's a nice dress back there. We have a picnic blanket here and some more kids shirts. And what are these? Are these pajama pants? These are pajama pants. Down here. Oh, a really nice Disney Cruise Line rain jacket. Oh, it's a pretty decent material. I might have to get one before I leave. And then back in this corner is going to be the Tommy Bahama collection, as well as some Disney Cruise Line polos available and dresses. Most of it back here is Tommy Bahama, with the exception of this polo here. Actually, no, I stand corrected. That is Tommy Bahama. So, if you're a Tommy Bahama fan, like my parents and I are, you have plenty of selection to choose from aboard the Disney Wonder at Whitecaps. And on this rack over here, you have a long sleeve Disney Cruise Line shirt. Some more of these Alaska shirts over here as well. This is the Helly Hansen Disney exclusive rain jacket. I'm glad I got one in my size because all they have left now are larges on day 7. And a little Mickey Mouse here. These are expensive, but I believe they are of a really high quality and it will serve me well for the next however many years. All right, we are making our way out of Whitecaps here to the Walt Disney Theater, and there's Stitch. The Walt Disney Theater is where they perform their nightly shows. They have 3 Broadway-style shows aboard the Disney Wonder. You have the Golden Mickey's Frozen, a musical spectacular, which they're going to show tonight. And they are also going to show Disney Dreams tomorrow night. You also have some live acts, depending on who they bring on board for your sailing. Sometimes they have magicians, sometimes they have jugglers, sometimes they have music acts. Now, on either side here of the Walt Disney Theater, this is going to be Preludes. They are closed right now because there is not currently a show going on. But Preludes is like a little snack and soda bar. You can get popcorn and candy, you can get sodas here. Everything at Preludes, though, is going to come at an additional cost. So if you're okay with spending a couple of bucks on a can of soda, you can go for it. Or you can go up on deck 9 and get your free soda on the pool deck. They also have popcorn buckets here. I'm going to overlay a picture of the available popcorn buckets they have on this cruise. So you can get some parks exclusive popcorn buckets on board the Disney Cruise Line. There are 2 entrances to the Walt Disney Theater on the Disney Wonder. This one is here on the starboard side. Here you have the forward elevator bank for deck 4. I'm going to walk over to the port side here. And here you can see, here is the port side entrance to the Walt Disney Theater. There are restrooms available outside either door of the Walt Disney Theater. The men's restroom is going to be on the port side, and the women's restroom is going to be on the starboard side. You can see here, there is another Preludes. And then deck 4 is also home to the running track. So we're gonna go out there now. I am gonna put on a microphone because it is very windy. So I apologize if the audio quality takes a dip, but we are going to explore the entirety of the Deck 4 outer deck. All right, we're gonna make our way out onto Deck 4. And right here, we are on the Deck 4 walking and jogging track. This is Deck 4 port side forward. It's currently closed this way. It looks like they are doing some maintenance here on one of the lifeboats. Right here out on deck, you can see we have a couple of these cushioned lounge chairs, which are very comfortable. They also have some of these benches around that you can use to sit. They also have children's life jackets inside, just in case you need it. I'm gonna make my way around to the forward of the ship this way here. Right here at Assembly Station F, they have these little containers that contain inflatable life rafts. These are for excess crew that cannot fit on lifeboats. They look something like that, and these just go right down into the water. It's gonna get a little loud in here, so bear with me for a bit. Right along the inside of this jogging trail, they do have extra life jackets available. If you're unable to make it to your stateroom in the event that you need to head to your muster stations, they do have extra life jackets available in Deck 4 forward within the hull. And then, because we are currently docked in Victoria, this is about as far forward as we can get. This trail does continue on down around the front of the hull, and you can look into some of the mooring station as well as the anchoring station. I'm going to overlay some video of that. I took it while we were moving one day, but it was very windy and very noisy, so I don't think it came out very well on camera. And here is a very unique view at some of the mooring hardware that they have aboard the Disney Wonder. You have some anchor chains here. You have your mooring ropes on this side. These little decks will flip down so that the mooring crew can step out and observe all their operations. It's a very unique sight. I don't believe this was an option on the Disney Dream or the Disney Fantasy. I know it definitely wasn't an option on the Disney Wish when we went. But it really is a unique perspective that you don't get aboard most other cruise lines. So we're gonna make our way back over to the Deck 4 forward elevator lobby so I can take you over to the other side of the Deck 4 running deck and show you what else it has to offer. Make our way across this way to Deck 4 forward starboard side. And here we are, Deck 4 forward starboard side. This will continue on through the front hull of the ship. Pretty much the same as it was on the opposite side, so I'm not going to head on back that way. We are, however, going to make our way towards the aft of the ship and show you a little bit more of what you can expect on Deck 4. And then right here at Assembly Station G, there is this pair of sliding glass doors. This is going to take you in to the midship elevator lobby right over here. And this, of course, is where vacation planning and port shopping is. There's the lobby atrium there. Gonna make our way back outside. right in between the midship and aft elevator lobbies at Assembly Station K, there's this shuffleboard court here that you can use during your free time. They provide you with the shuffleboard discs and rods, so you can play a nice little deck game of shuffleboard. They do also provide you with a list of rules, but if you want to play by your own rules, that's okay too. And then they do also have this water fountain here with a bottle filling station available to refill your personal water bottles. Continuing down here to Assembly Station O, this is going to be the aft elevator lobby. Right now it looks like the doors are kind of stuck open. I walk inside here and it's the aft elevator lobby. For elevators and the staircase this way. I'm gonna make my way back over to port side. And then right here you have the entrance to Animator's Palate and the doors onto deck 4, port side, aft. Down that way, in between the aft elevator lobby and the midship elevator lobby, is going to be another shuffleboard court over by Assembly Station N. We're gonna go this way, however, back towards the way aft of the ship. Over by Assembly Station P here, there are some more of these little inflatable rafts. And then the walking and jogging trail goes all the way around the back aft of the ship. You can see there are a couple of portholes cut out into the hull right here. Really nice quiet place to hang out while you're moving at sea, or if you want a somewhat secluded area to do some viewing out at port. More life jackets, of course, available back here in the event that you do need them. It does get a little bit breezy back here, kind of creates a wind tunnel effect. There's a nice little opening right here. Tiny, but kind of makes you look like you're in the brig. And now we are officially back on the starboard side of the ship, making our way forward. Now, another good thing to note is that if you are bringing a service animal on board with you, they do have a service animal relief area on the Deck 4 jogging trail, starboard side aft. There are no service animals on board with us during our 9-night sailing, so it is kind of packed away right now. You can see they have trays, they have a waste bag disposal system, and a waste bag trash can available, which is nice to know. If you require a service animal, they are prepared for you. Continuing our way forward here, Deck 4, starboard aft. You have some more of these porthole cutouts in the hull. And then we are going to find ourselves where we were before we walked back on deck inside. And then we're going to find our way back to where we were before we walked back into the aft elevator lobby right here at Assembly Station O. And that is the Deck 4 running deck. We'll meet you back inside. We have made it back to Deck 4 midship. You do have some more public restrooms available on either side of the stairs. On the starboard side, it is women's bathrooms, and on the port side, it is men's bathrooms. We're gonna make our way here on the starboard side of Deck 4 midship. This is the Disney vacation planning / port shopping desk here. Now, this is where you can answer questions about shopping at the different ports of call. Our onboard shopping ambassador is Claudia this trip. I believe there's also vacation planning at this desk. I could be wrong though, because you used to be able to book placeholder cruises at these desks and receive 10% off a future Disney Cruise Line sailing. However, you can do that in the Disney Cruise Line app now. So I am not sure if they still offer the vacation planning desk. And continuing around deck 4 here, you do have some seating off to the left. And then they do have what looks to be a character meet and greet about to start here, so I'm not going to continue further down this way. But there are, again, additional seats down this way when there's typically not a character. Alright, making our way, this is the port side, leaving the midship elevator deck on deck 4. Here you have the DVC vacation desk. Hi, Alan. How are you?
Good.
This DVC desk can get you in trouble, so unless you want to say hi to Alan, I would avoid it.
And we've seen it.
More seats available here on deck 4 midship. You have the grand staircase that'll take you down to deck 3 midship, where they are currently setting up for evening photos, which I strongly recommend. If you buy the photo package, I strongly recommend getting your photos taken every night. They come out so well, and it is well worth it. Joining this little line here is one of the entrances to the D Lounge, which is a multi-use facility aboard the Disney Wonder here. The D Lounge is home to many different types of activities. Right now they're getting ready for an Encanto celebration, but I have seen arts and crafts, coloring time. They do occasionally host some trivia in this room. It is similar to Azure in the after hours section, but it is meant for families and children of all ages. There is also a fully functioning bar back there you can use to order drinks. We're gonna head out the D Lounge this way back into the lobby atrium area, and we are going to make our way aft down this hallway right here. We have some more portholes here on this side that overlook the running deck. You have another entrance to the D Lounge this way. Hello, everybody. And we're going to continue making our way aft past the D Lounge to the shutters area, which I showed you earlier, where you could enter off of this deck 4 running deck here. Right here is the Shutters Portrait Studio. Now, you can book the Shutters Portrait Studio, which is a private photography session with Polly here. Hi, Polly. You get a private photographer for about 30 minutes, and they have a little studio inside where you can take photos. You can also take photos out on deck, like this family here. We did this trip. We were gifted this experience.
And you're also famous.
And we are also famous. We have our picture over there on the tablet. So as I was saying before, the Shutters Portrait Studio, you can book a private photography session with our cast member like Polly here. It's about 30 minutes. You can take private photos wherever you like. There's a studio in here with some backdrops. They can also take you out on deck. The session is no commitment. They don't charge you for the session. However, if you do wish to purchase photos, they are incredibly expensive. For 100 digital photos, it was $2,500. Now I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would I spend $2,500 on my own photos? And the answer to that is licensing. You have to pay for the copyright to your own photos, which is still insanely expensive. However, they do incentivize you to purchase prints of your photos, whether it be acrylic or canvas or through a photo book. They do include your photos with those purchases. Now outside the Shutters Portrait Studio here, right by the staircase that takes you down to deck 3, you have the regular Shutters photo kiosks. You can scan your Disney Band Plus or your Key to the World card here on these screens, and it will show you all of the pictures that you have taken during your entire voyage. So this is day 1. We have taken 166 photos on board so far. So you can see all of the photos you've taken. You can download them, you can favorite them if you've already purchased the onboard photo package. Or you can buy prints or photo books directly from the screen here. Or if you have not purchased a photo package before you got on board, you can purchase photos from these screens or from the shutter's desk, which is right over this way, further aft. Here's the shutter's desk here. We have a couple more of these shutters photo kiosks. And the further aft we go, the more expensive it gets, because this is the Diamonds International Crown of Light jewelry and watch store aboard. And these are not Disney Cruise Line employees, they are invited guests of Disney Cruise Line. Hello. And good to note here, if you are a Disney Vacation Club member, you do get a special little discount if you purchase jewelry from one of these jewelry stands. But I am not spending any more money on this cruise, so I'm going to walk further back aft this way. There's Animator's Palate, like we saw earlier when we came off of the deck. And then the aft elevator lifts back here on deck 4. And that concludes deck 4 aboard the Disney Wonder. Now you know what comes next? Deck 5. So let's walk up the stairs here. We're going to take you to deck 5 aft. Now this is deck 5 aft. There's not much back here on deck 5, except for a couple of staterooms. You also have the Buena Vista Theater and the kids clubs. I'm going to take you aft where the deck 5 aft staterooms are. These are going to be staterooms 5122 to 5150 and 5622 to 5650. I'm going to go this way on the starboard side of the ship, and then I'll describe some of the room types that you can find on deck 5 aft. So deck 5 aft starboard here, this is going to start the staterooms. Right here, starting at 5622, it'll be 5122 on the port side. These are category 5C deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. These are your standard veranda rooms with the plexiglass clear walls. And then the indoor staterooms, deck 5 aft, starting here at 5627 and 5127 on the port side, are category 11B standard indoor staterooms. Once again, with that one single bathroom. They do not have the split bath. Now, starting back here, stateroom 5632, this is going to be a category 7A deluxe ocean view stateroom with a navigator's veranda. Now, what is a navigator's veranda, you might ask? A navigator's veranda is an enclosed veranda with a porthole cut out of the ship's hull. You also have a bench and a chair with a couple of navigational maps and arrays, which is a really unique style of stateroom if you're going to book them on the Magic and the Wonder. On the Dream, the Fantasy, and the Wish currently, they are mostly just obstructed view white wall veranda staterooms. The Navigator's verandas go all the way down to 5640, and starting at 5642 here, these are going to be the category 6A deluxe ocean view staterooms with verandas. The category 6As have white wall or partially obstructed verandas. Some of them are a little bit bigger than the others, but those are not differentiated by category type. They are all category 6As. 5650 is going to be the last stateroom here on the starboard side. There is a staircase that leads down this way here. If you walk all the way down, this is going to take you to the aftmost muster stations down to Animator's Palate. There is another staircase back here as well. This staircase will take you all the way up to deck 8 if you keep going up. There are a couple other staterooms back here. You have stateroom 5652 and 5152. So, apologies if I messed that up. These are also going to be category 6A deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda, white wall, or partially obstructed. And that takes us over to the port side. You have another staircase that'll take you down to Animator's Palate for your muster station. We're gonna walk back this way, 5150, another one of those category 6A rooms. 5140 right here is going to start the category 7A Navigator's Veranda Staterooms. And then 5130 here is going to start the category 5C Deluxe Ocean View Staterooms with verandas. So that is it for the aft staterooms on deck 5. You have some public restrooms on this side as well. The only way to go forward is on the port side here. Over here, they have a little popcorn stand here with a couple of those popcorn buckets that I had mentioned before. They do also have some alcoholic and soda options available, as well as this Star Wars mug.
Star Wars mug.
Ooh.
With
I've not seen that before.
car.
Very nice indeed. How much is the Star Wars cup?
Star Wars is $17, sir.
$17. Does that include a drink?
Yes, for the
Okay.
soft drink.
There you go. Now we're going to continue forward here. We are right here on deck 5. This here is going to be the Buena Vista Theater, which is a fully operating movie theater aboard the Disney Wonder. Right now, it looks like they're showing Inside Out 2. So, Inside Out 2 came out about a month ago. You can see June 14th. And they are playing it now on board the Disney Wonder. They do also play other movies like Descendants, The Rise of Red. This just recently came out on Disney Plus, I think. They have 2 showings of The Marvels today. They've played Disney Wish a couple of times. There's also some seating outside the Buena Vista Theater. And some portholes out here that overlook the ocean. And you can get a little unique perspective of the lifeboats from here as well. Now, it does not look like anything is playing in the theater right now. Oh, it looks like it just let out. So this is what the inside of the Buena Vista Theater looks like. Only filming because this is over. No piracy here. A lot of seating here. It's nice and cozy. Continuing our way forward from the Buena Vista Theater here, this is going to be the It's a Small World Nursery. So this is for children under the age of 3. You have to reserve your space here in the It's a Small World Nursery. And on the smaller ships, the Magic and the Wonder, this books up fast. So you have to be very vigilant in booking the It's a Small World Nursery. Now continuing on deck 5, port side here, we are approaching the midship area. This is going to be one of the 2 kids clubs aboard the Disney Wonder. This is the Oceaneer Club. This is meant for children aged between 3 and 9 years old. I did get a chance to look inside the Oceaneer Club during an open house, so I will be overlaying that video right here. Welcome to the Oceaneer Club. It is an adults only open house right now, so we're going to go on in and take a little tour with no children inside. How lovely.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Don't forget to wash your hands and the paper.
Absolutely. We got these fancy little hand washers here. Catherine here is going to demonstrate. So you just put your hands inside, and it's got all the soap and water in there. It just kind of turns around and spins around. Very intuitive. Paper towels right there. So typically, kids will use their special Disney Band Plus, or sometimes they have a kids exclusive Disney Band that they just tap into the tap style here, and these doors will open to let them in. Riveting content. So this here is the Oceaneers Club. This is meant for kids between the ages of 3 and 9 or 10. A couple different rooms to choose from that have activities. We're at the adults exclusive open house right now, so there's not a lot going on. Although Spider-Man is meeting right over there. So the first thing we're going to do is go into here to Andy's room, which is almost a 2-scale version of Andy's bedroom from Toy Story. Hi, Catherine. Catherine's up on the bed right now. Kids have a little slinky dog slide. There's some stairs to climb up onto the bed this way. You have a little Mr. Potato Head here. It's a fun slide. A little chest here with some building blocks. There are a couple more building blocks over on this side. A little screen here that plays the Emperor's New Groove. A couple of other little themed elements in here. It's pretty cute. This is the tallest room of all the rooms here in the Oceaneers Club, which kind of gives you the sense of being toy-sized. Let's see if we can go up on top of Andy's bed here. This is the top of Andy's bed over here. It's carpeted, it's got the Buzz Lightyear bed sheets on it, and it has this little safety mat on this side over here. Very little, it's a nice little cute area. And then next to Andy's room here is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck, which is a Disney Cruise Line nautical themed play area here. Small little jungle gym area here with some puzzles. An arts and crafts deck here. You have pictures on the wall here of the Fab Five, or the Fab Four rather. Nice little area to sit here. Area with some wipes and a trash can. Ooh, this area here looks interesting. Oh my goodness. This looks like a cruise line simulator of sorts. Oh, this doesn't really do anything.
Before I go, I want you to take away some of the lessons I've learned in life. Most of all, I want you to remember
Oh.
great power.
So it's really just buttons. This screen is more here for general effect, I've found. Oh yeah, this little twisty thing.
Of course. I better get going.
You have some Disney Cruise Line sailing things on this side over here. It's pretty cool. It's got all the different castles from all the parks here. You got Sleeping Beauty's castle, Cinderella castle, the new Hong Kong castle that's updated. That's nice. Shanghai, Tokyo, and Paris. Alright, and on this side over here you have a little interactive play area here with what looks to be like a boiler of some sort. Very nice. You have the Marvel Superhero Academy in this room. A little interactive screen here. It looks like it has some sort of Xbox Connect technology up top. And over here you have a little display case with some of the different Marvel characters, movie props, like web shooters, Ant-Man's helmet, you have the Black Widow gauntlets, Iron Man's helmet, and then the Falcon wing pack, as well as Captain America's original classic shield. Some more seating and tables in here. Then we walk out this way. This is where the restrooms and the Oceaneers Club are going to be. They're Pixar-themed restrooms here with some more of those little hand-washing stations. Back in this corner, there are additional restrooms with one accessible restroom available and an accessible sink on the outside. Making our way this way. We have another little screen over here that's meant for the main activities in the Oceaneer Club, whether it be dance parties or character meet and greets. There are some speakers behind these books over here, so you can tell this is the main stage area. And then on this side you have Wandering Oaken's Trading Post. A little arts and crafts area.
You'll never see me cry.
Oh, you have Wandering Oaken over here in the sauna. He's disappeared. Some little tables and chairs. Oh, is he back? No, he's not. Tables and chairs over here. This little table has some USBs built in for some charging capabilities. And then there's another screen in here with a space for a Connect, but I don't see a Connect in there. This usually just plays the movies that play around in the Oceaneers Club. So yeah, that's the Oceaneers Club. Now, back to the tour. Now another point, with the kids clubs being located on deck 5 on the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder, you'll notice that deck 5 here is significantly shorter in height than all the other decks on board. This is to give children the illusion that they are taller and that this is their space. So we're gonna move back into deck 5 midship area here. You can see there's a couple of chairs here on the port side. Nice little walking path here. Back in this corner on the starboard side, there are some character meet and greets. This is typically where you would line up for those character meet and greet photos. But also on deck 5 midship starboard side, you can see here there's this porthole, and then there's another porthole out there with this hallway in the middle. This hallway is a connecting hallway between the Oceaneer Club and the other kids club aboard the Disney Wonder, the Oceaneer's Lab. I'm going to take you over towards the Oceaneer's Lab now. This is the midship elevator bank on deck 5. Right over here on the starboard side, there is a TV here that is playing the bridge view, which is pretty unique. I'm surprised. It's a nice little touch here on an otherwise barren wall. Continue over towards deck 5 midship. Right here in between the stairs across from the elevator is going to be the Oceaneer Lab, another kids club meant for children between the ages of 3 and 9. And then there's this little outcropping here. Oh look, it's Goofy. It's Tuxedo Goofy. Here on deck 5, there's this little outcropping that you can use to look over the lobby atrium and the characters meeting over in the corners. You also do get a very nice up-close look at this gorgeous chandelier that they have in the lobby atrium. Welcome to the Oceaneer's Lab. It is currently an open house. Catherine is washing her hands in the fancy schmancy hand washing machine. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick little look here at what the Oceaneer's Lab has to offer everybody. Starting things off over here on the left side is going to be the Animator's studio. This is themed to a little Walt Disney animation studio here with the storyboard desks. You do have a nice little lit table here that you can use to trace some drawings and create your own animated characters. There's a lot of Society of Explorers and Adventurers theming here, I've noticed. This is a little bit of Disney Parks lore, if you're into that. I'm not too into it, but it kind of links everything between Tower of Terror, Mystic Manor, Jungle Cruise, and all of that. Making our way out of the Animator studio. On this side here is the Craft studio. They do have some more drawing material out this way, but you can create your own arts and crafts in this section over here. And you have this back little corner here. There's a Nintendo Switch to play on. Or actually, no, that's a Nintendo Wii. Excuse me. There's a little sensor bar down there. So I think there's a Wii and a Switch because they have Switch controllers. They have an Xbox on this side with the Xbox Connect on the bottom. Right now they're playing The Little Mermaid. And then they have these little ports of call simulators in the Oceaneer Lab where you can play as a Disney cruise ship captain. So, if you wanted to, you could captain your own Disney Wonder and take it out of places like Port Canaveral and Castaway Cay. It works in real time. This one seems a little broken, but you get the idea. You can captain your own cruise ship here. Looks like they have another Xbox on this side and at least one PlayStation 5. So, you know, They call this section the wheelhouse, so you can play video games over here. And then, I don't know what's back there. Oh, it looks like an accessible restroom maybe back there. Multi-use activity area right now with the big screen and the Little Mermaid. Looks like they're playing a ball game at the moment. And then they have this larger multi-purpose area back here. Right now they have chess game out. They have a couple of different board games available. More Little Mermaid playing on the screens out here. And then this restroom area in the back over here with some more of those hand washing stations. These are themed to Pirate, Fab 5, and Chip and Dale. And then the kids also have some water fountains back here as well in case they got thirsty. And they have some nice little porthole views out to the lifeboats. So yeah, not much to go over right now just because it's open house, but you get a sense of what the space in the Oceaneer's Lab looks like. Now continuing our way forward here on deck 5, that about covers everything except for the forward staterooms, which I am going to show you right now. You have quite a long hallway between deck 5 midship and the forward staterooms here, but to make up for that, they have quite a few photos of the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder being built and assembled at the Fincantieri shipyards over in Italy, which is very interesting indeed. I'm glad that they include these little touches here and there on the history of the Disney cruise ships. It's very interesting. Here you can see an Imagineering model that they have that they can take apart deck by deck. I saw this once in the documentary. This is really cool. Now at the end of this hallway here, we come to the deck 5 forward elevator bank. We're going to make our way down this way. This is going to be where staterooms 5000, staterooms 5024 are. On the starboard side, it is going to be 5500 to 5524, but we are going to focus our attention on the port side here because the starboard side, for whatever reason, is closed. So these rooms here, 5024 all the way to 5020, are a very unique type of stateroom. These are category 10A deluxe inside staterooms, but they are very unique because these inside staterooms have a porthole in them. Now, why are they classified as inside staterooms, you might ask? Well, the portholes in these rooms are obstructed by the lifeboats, the life rafts, and the rigging material that they use outside. So they classify them as inside staterooms. These are commonly known with Disney Cruise Line fans as hidden porthole rooms. And we'll be staying in one in March aboard the Disney Magic, so stay tuned for that video. And starting from room 5018 all the way down to room 5000, these are going to be category 9A deluxe ocean view staterooms with portholes. They are the regular large portholes. And then 5013, these 4 staterooms going down this way are category 11B staterooms. They are standard inside staterooms. And these are the long versions that instead of going in towards the ship, they go long ways down the hallway. Now here's stateroom 5000. This is going to be the end of the hallway on deck 5 forward, the port side. We're gonna make our way back towards deck 5 forward elevator shaft, and we are gonna head up to deck 6. Decks 6, 7, and 8 are all staterooms. So I'm going to be walking down the halls of all of decks 6, 7, and 8 just to point out where the different types of staterooms are. On the opposite side of deck 5 on the starboard side, this is all basically the same. You have category 9A, category 11B, and the category 10A hidden porthole staterooms. So we have made it to the deck 6 forward elevator shaft here. I am going to go on the starboard side here. This is going to feature staterooms 6303 to 6323 and 6500 to 6528. Deck 6 forward here has a little bit of a unique layout here because there are inside staterooms that have their own inner hallway here. I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So starting here at 6528, these are going to be your category 9A deluxe ocean view staterooms with portholes. That is going to continue down this way. And then right here at 6521, this is going to be your category 11B standard inside stateroom with a single bath, no split bath. And then right here across from 6514 is going to be the split between the 6300 staterooms and the 6500 staterooms. All of these staterooms in here, going down this hallway and down to the end of this hallway, are category 11B standard inside staterooms. And right here is 6303. I am going to make my way this way on the starboard side. And then right here is 6500. 6500 is a category 9A deluxe ocean view stateroom. And 6502 and 6504 are category 11B standard inside staterooms. 6506 here, and then 6006 on the port side. This is going to be the only deluxe indoor stateroom on deck 6. This is also another secret porthole room. We are back here at the deck 6 forward elevator lobby. I do need to make a correction. 6528 here is not a category 9A. It is a category 5C, which is a deluxe ocean view stateroom with a veranda. And that goes for all of these cabins going all the way back down to the aft section. But we are going to make our way over to the port side here. And just remember, everything on the port side from this point forward on deck 6 is going to translate over to the starboard side. Just a little refresher here. Here is the map. We are right here. We are going to be looking at staterooms 6032 to 6058. So just like the starboard side, the port side 6028, this is a category 5C deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda. And then the indoor staterooms in this section, starting over here with 6037, these are category 11A standard inside staterooms. Now 6046 right here is going to be the last of the category 5C deluxe ocean view staterooms with verandas, and 6048 here is going to be the beginning of the category 5B deluxe ocean view staterooms with verandas. Inside staterooms over here are all going to remain the same. These are the category 11A standard inside staterooms. Now across from stateroom 6056 and 6060 right here is going to be the deck 6 midship elevator lobby. This is where I showed you earlier where that little scooter and wheelchair storage room is, with the Little Mermaid murals that go all the way up to deck 9 there, as well as the internals of the elevator shafts that you can observe as well. I'm gonna make my way back over to the starboard side of the ship this way, and we're going to continue our way aft. Stateroom 6560 here is going to continue on with the category 5B deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. And 6567 is going to continue the category 11A standard inside staterooms. Now right across from stateroom 6588 here is going to be the Deck 6 laundrette. This is an accessible laundrette. Hello. This laundrette in here has 5 washers and dryers available. And then it has another dryer right down here. This is the accessible dryer. Dryers are going to be on top of these stacked units. Washers are going to be on the bottom. And this is why they have one dryer on the floor here for our accessible guests. You have your wash basin over here. You have a little bench, an iron and ironing board in the back corner. Then another spray bottle with some water for ironing. And then another dispenser for detergent and fabric softener sheets. We're gonna make our way out of the laundrette and continue our way aft. And starting with stateroom 6599 here, this is going to change from category 11A to category 11B, still a standard inside stateroom with no split bath. Stateroom 6606 over here is going to be the last of the category 5B deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. And then starting with stateroom 6608 here, that is going to restart category 5C deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. And then right here across from staterooms 6620 and 6618, this is where the Deck 6 aft elevator bay is going to be. I'm going to cross over once more over to the port side so we can take a look at the aft staterooms. We'll be looking at 6060 to 6154, which in turn will be 6560 and 6654 for the starboard side. Starting with 6120 here, this is going to continue on with the category 5C deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. And then the inside staterooms are going to remain there's category 11B deluxe, or excuse me, standard inside staterooms with the single bath and not the split bath. And starting here with room 6134, this is going to begin the category 7A deluxe ocean view stateroom with navigator's veranda, like we saw on deck 5, the ones with the enclosed porthole veranda balcony. Those rooms will continue on to 6142 here. This is the last of the navigator's veranda rooms. And then starting here with room 6144, this is going to be the category 6A deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda. Those are the extended and white wall verandas. Some may have a partial blockage. And then back here, stateroom 6154 here is going to be an accessible stateroom, again category 6A. And this will take you on to the aftmost staircase here on deck 6. This will take you up to deck 7 and then deck 8. And then over here is going to be the starboard side of staterooms. I'm actually going to take this aftmost staircase up to deck 7 here. Deck 7 is just going to be continuation of some more staterooms. Now, a little fun fact, back here behind the staircase where this door is, when the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder were originally built, deck 7 had a little secret sun deck. I'm gonna impose a video right here that was taken a couple years ago. This has since been converted into generator space. Ever since the Carnival disaster that left them stranded out at sea all those years ago, they put extra auxiliary generators in this space, and it is now no longer accessible to guests. I am going to go to the starboard side from this staircase over here. These are a continuation of the category 6A deluxe ocean view staterooms with veranda. These are the white wall verandas with partial blocked views. And then stateroom 7629 here is a category 11A standard inside stateroom. Starting here with room 7628, this is going to continue on to the category 7A deluxe ocean view staterooms with navigator's veranda. And 7618 here is going to start the category 5B staterooms, the deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda, the clear plexiglass verandas. Now right here, across from staterooms 7608 and 7606, this is going to be the Deck 7 aft elevator lobby. I'm going to bypass, I'm not going to go over to the port side yet because the laundrette for Deck 7 is here on the starboard side, and I want to show you that. Now starting here at 7592, this is going to start the Category 5A Deluxe Ocean View Staterooms with verandas. I don't know what the difference is. All I know is that this is a Category 5A and this is a Category 5B. And across from stateroom 7590 here is going to be the Deck 7 laundrette. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. This laundrette is very similar to the others. It has a bench here with an iron and ironing board and a bottle of water for steaming. You have your vending machine for detergent and fabric softener sheets, a wash basin. This is definitely the largest of all of the laundrettes we've been to, as well as the hottest. There are 8 dryers and 8 washers, so the most space of any of the laundrettes on board the Disney Wonder. And then right here in front of 7548 and 7546 is the Deck 7 Midship elevator lobby. I am going to make my way over to the port side at this point so we can go ahead and look through staterooms 7046 and 7000 and see what kind of staterooms we have in the forward of the ship. 7043 right here is going to continue on the Category 11A standard inside stateroom. 7040 is going to continue on the Category 5A staterooms until you get to 7034. This is where it switches again from Category 5A to Category 5B. Deluxe Ocean View staterooms with veranda. Then across from 7018 and 7016 over here is going to be the Deck 7 forward elevator lobby. I'm not going to switch over to the starboard side because we were on starboard for so long in the aft of the ship. We're going to go forward here on the port side. Now right here, 7014 is going to start the Category 9A Deluxe Ocean View stateroom with porthole. And then this section of the ship over here, stateroom 7009, is the only forward standard inside stateroom. The staterooms after this, 7007 and up, are going to be Category 10A Deluxe Ocean View, or excuse me, Deluxe inside staterooms, which have the split bathroom layout that we are accustomed to across the rest of Disney Cruise Line. And then this is as forward as we can go on the port side of Deck 7. You get this nice crew member door here in front of 7001 and 7000. We are back at the Deck 7 forward elevator lobby. I am going to take the stairs here up to Deck 8. There's a nice little skylight right here to give you some natural light. Now Deck 8 is also just staterooms, but Deck 8 is also home to all of the concierge staterooms on the Disney Wonder. So we're gonna start on the forward of Deck 8. I'm gonna go port side again, and then we're gonna make our way back aft. Making our way forward on the port side of Deck 8. Stateroom 8016 is going to be a Category 1B stateroom. This is a concierge 2-bedroom stateroom that can sleep up to 8 people, I believe. If I am wrong, you'll see it right here. I'll fix it for you. Everything forward of this, starting from 8,014 on to 8,000, is going to be a Category 4B deluxe ocean view family stateroom with veranda that can sleep up to 5 guests in one stateroom. These are not concierge staterooms. 8016, the 2-bedroom, is a concierge stateroom. And then this is about as far forward as we can go. On deck 8, back behind this door here, I believe, is the bridge. So we are not going any further that way. I'm going to cross over to the starboard side in deck 8 forward here, so we can take a look at staterooms 8518 to 8602, and then we'll go down to the midship elevator lobby that way. So making our way down deck 8 on the starboard side forward, 8518 here is going to be a Category 4A stateroom, another deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda. Same goes for 8520 here. And then 8522 is going to be a Category 2A 1-bedroom concierge stateroom with veranda. 8524 is a Category 3A. This is a concierge family ocean view stateroom, like a standard family stateroom, just concierge. It's plussed up a little bit. And then right over here, stateroom 8530 is the Roy O. Disney Suite. This is a 2-bedroom suite of concierge status. This is also an accessible suite here. And right here, across from 8532, is the deck 8 midship elevator lobby. I'm going to cross back over to the port side one more time, as if this wasn't already confusing enough for you. We're going to talk about a couple more of the different types of staterooms here on deck 8. Alright, I don't know what happened to my footage from the rest of deck 8, but unfortunately it is not available to me, and I am not getting back on board the Disney Wonder anytime soon. So I'm just going to go over all the different types of rooms available on deck 8. We're going to start at 8032 and 8034. These are Category 2A concierge 2-bedroom staterooms with veranda. These are similar to the Walt Disney Suite and the Roy Disney Suite, with not as much square footage. All of the skinny rooms you see there in purple, starting at 8036 to 8044, they are the Category 3A concierge family ocean view staterooms with verandas. And those larger tealish color rooms, like 8046, they are Category 2B concierge 1-bedroom suites with veranda. The mint green and light pink rooms you see there, like 8052 and 8072, are Category 4A and 4B respectively. These are going to be regular deluxe family ocean view staterooms with veranda. There's a couple more Category 3A staterooms near the aft elevators, and then you have more of those 2B 1-bedrooms. Those light blue periwinkle rooms at the way after the ship, those are Category 4E deluxe family ocean view staterooms with verandas, the non-concierge rooms. And then all 4 of the rooms at the far aft of the ship are concierge 1-bedroom staterooms with veranda, all 4 of which are accessible. There are a few differences between the starboard and the port side of the ship. However, they are all the same category, a mixture of deluxe family ocean view staterooms with veranda and concierge staterooms. We're going to continue now with the footage that I do have on deck 8 starboard side aft. Alright, and to end things off here is going to be 8598, which is a Category 4E deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda. This is going to take us all the way back here. If you go this way, it does not say crew members only, but it says that this will take you to deck 9 pool deck and cabanas. I'm going to investigate to see if this is a guest accessible hallway, but I highly doubt it. So that door on deck 8 aft does take you up to cabanas. However, cabanas is closed right now and they have it roped off here, so I am not going to push my luck. However, if you go this way, this is where you're going to find some more concierge 1-bedrooms. However, these are accessible concierge 1-bedrooms. 8,600 back here, 8,602 on this side, and then we go back over to the port side with 8,102 and 8,100. And then right out here, before you go down this way to 8098, is this staircase, this aftmost staircase that will take you back down all the way to deck 5, like we showed earlier. But for now, we are going to head back up the port side this way through 8094 back to the deck 8 aft elevator lobby. And this is the deck 8 aft elevator lobby once more. We're going to be taking these stairs up to deck 9. And here we are, deck 9 aft. Now, deck 9 aft, this elevator bay here, will drop you right at Cabanas, which is the buffet aboard the Disney Wonder. It is typically open for breakfast and lunch. Right now, there is a private function going on back there, so that's why it was closed earlier. Public restrooms for Cabanas right here. And then behind this wall, they do have some hand washing stations. Those are available on either side. All right, welcome back to Cabanas. This is what it looks like when it is not closed for a private event. They're currently serving lunch right now on day 9, so I'm going to go ahead and walk you through and show you what Cabanas looks like. Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Welcome aboard.
So Cabanas is currently serving lunch right now. We have a bunch of different options here. Plenty of seating available. This can get a little busy on sea days, but because we are currently at port, Cabanas is dead at the moment. We have these beverage stations over here that serve hot coffee and hot teas. You have plenty of tea selections and sugars. You have a juice station, and then you have these soda fountains all across Cabanas here. And then on this side here you have a little salad bar, and then you have your seafood station with crab claws and shrimp cocktail available. I have seen this available on all 5 days of our cruise, all 9 days of our cruise, excuse me. Everything that's on this side of the buffet will be repeated on the other side, which is currently closed. Same goes for this little area down here. This corner during lunchtime does change throughout the days. Hello. Today it is the American corner, so we have things like potato salad, mortadella, BLTs, ribs, baked beans, and potatoes. We also have fried chicken and baked mac and cheese. And then you have this little dessert section back here, a showcase that has refrigerated desserts. They also have hand scooped ice cream, cookies, and then a rotated hot dessert. Today it is a warm chocolate fudge pudding. Sometimes you see sticky date puddings and things like that. And then fresh fruit, you have oranges, apples out right now. You have another beverage station located in the back here. This one has 2 soda fountains. And then there is outdoor seating for Cabanas. So the outdoor seating area here at Cabanas is relatively nice and large. On the Disney Wonder, the outdoor seating area does have these space heaters that are on during typically the Alaskan season or on colder days. And then you have these staircases here that go up to deck 10 on either side of the outdoor seating area. More and more seating on this side here. We have another American corner that repeats from the other side of the buffet. And then this side of the regular buffet is closed. They do have another salad bar and seafood station on this side as well.
Hello.
Hello. We also have this staircase here. This goes down to deck 8 aft. I rarely ever see anybody use this, but it is an option for you. If your room is in deck 8 aft, you can go down and use the little secret hallway. More and more seating available on the starboard side. We have another drink station right back there. And then, as you've probably seen, Cabanas is themed ever so slightly to Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. So every once in a while you'll see some characters like Hank the Septopus. You have the river otters here. I don't remember this guy's name, but it's the Ty Burrell beluga whale from Finding Dory. And there is a door here. It's currently not in use, but this will take you out to deck 9 starboard. Daisy's Delights is around the corner, but there is seating out here that you can use, kind of like overflow seating for cabanas when it's really, really busy. And then that's cabanas for you. Here is the starboard entrance. You can see. Hello, sir.
You see the guard here?
Yes. You can see they have these hand washing stations here as
20
well.
seconds.
Sorry?
And you wash your hand
Yes.
for 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Hand washing stations, soaps and towels. They're all automatic for you. And that there is cabanas. All right, we're going to make our way out onto deck 9. This is going to be the port side aft of deck 9. And welcome to the pool deck on deck aft 9 of Disney Wonder. Right back here is where you're going to find your complimentary beverage station when Cabanas is not open. You have 4 soda fountains to choose from. Each one is a little bit different. So if you're looking for something like Diet Coke or Coke Zero, these back 2 at the moment do not have any of that available. But these front 2 over here, this one has both Coke Zero and Diet Coke, and this one over here just has Diet Coke. So you have that, you have cups available for you to use. And then you'll also have this hot beverage station over here, which features a hot chocolate machine. You have coffee and hot water. You have a nice selection of teas right over here as well. And then whole milk and half has creamers available for your coffee or tea. Now, on the opposite side this way is going to be the kids' pool area, which contains the Aqua Lab and Dory's Reef. Dory's Reef here is not in use at the moment. There is a little splash pad here meant for younger kids, maybe between the ages of a few months to 2 years old. And then you have the Aqua Lab over here, which is more of an advanced splash pad. You have some streams and showers on this side. You do have a small little kids pool over there, which is currently in use, so I'm not going to film much of that. You do have a cubby here to store shoes and bags while you are in the pool area. And it looks like they just stained or varnished this stuff, so it's not currently in use at the moment. You also have various clean towels and used towel disposal bins available up on deck that provide you with clean pool towels. You can take as many as you want, and then you can return them right there, and they are reused. Plenty of seats are also available here on deck. You can use these to enjoy some of the quick service offerings that they have. Or if you're going to Cabanas, you can also bring out your Cabanas meals out on the pool deck as well. You also have these waste disposal containers here, spaces with metal cans, food waste, paper waste, and plastic waste. I'm going to make my way around the Aqua Lab on this side here. There is a shower available for you to get ready before you enter the pool. And then right here outside the Aqua Lab is going to be one of the quick service locations here on Deck 9. This is Pete's Boiler Bites. Pete's Boiler Bites is going to contain food such as cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders. They have French fries. On the Magic and the Wonder, they also have this shawarma gyro station. You can get chicken or lamb and beef shawarma. And you have a variety of inclusions that you can add to your gyro. They also have some specials. So today they have a Philly cheesesteak special available. And then in this window over here is your condiments bar. Onions, tomatoes, pickles, lettuce. They have relish here. They also have dispensers for mayo, ketchup, mustard, and honey mustard. We are now on the starboard side of Deck 9 aft. There's also a hand washing station right here next to Pete's Boiler Bites for you to wash your hands before you enjoy a nice snack or a meal. They have these complimentary vest stations littered around the pool area too, so if your kid is not comfortable with swimming or they're not of swimming age yet, you can put a vest on them to prevent them from drowning and keeping them safe. I'm gonna make my way back a little bit more on this way, where we're going to make contact with our second quick service location on Deck 9, and this is going to be Daisy's Delights. Daisy's Delights here features a variety of what I would call healthy food options. They have some salads available for you to choose from and some sandwiches and wraps. You also have a selection of fresh fruit available to choose from, and then not so healthy but good for you, good for your heart, chocolate chip cookies. Now, Daisy's Delights does also have a build-your-own salad bowl station over here with a variety of inclusions for your salad. They also have soup available on deck. The soups do rotate from day to day. It's typically the same as what you would find in cabanas. They do also have a special soup. So today it's Mexican tortilla soup. This was the soup that was in cabanas for lunch today. They also have a French lentil soup available. We're going to make our way more towards the midship on Deck 9 here. Still on the starboard side, there is a staircase right here by the aft funnel that you can use to go up on the Deck 10. And then speaking of the aft funnel, you may see this nice bright yellow twisty thing. This is the Twist and Spout water slide. It's the only water slide aboard the Disney Wonder. And then to ride the water slide, you have to go up the Deck 10 and go up this little spiral staircase here. And then you get on, you go all the way down and around, and then you saw earlier there's a little splash pad at the bottom behind the Aqua Lab. We're gonna make our way past Pete's Boiler Bites this way. And here you're gonna find Sully's Sips and ice cream. Now, Sully's Sips is not currently open at the moment. This would typically serve alcoholic drinks. There is a small bar here. They also have canned Trulies and vodkas. They also have canned sodas and bottled beverages back here as well. Not only that, you can also get some smoothies from Sully's Sips. These are not included in the price of your cruise. These do come at an additional cost. And you can also kind of see back there, they have specialty cups available. You can see Olaf and Sven. You have your Alaska special cups and a Disney Cruise Line exclusive mug as well. Included with your cruise, however, is going to be ice cream. This is the self-serve, soft-serve ice cream stand here aboard the Disney Wonder. These two machines here will always serve chocolate or vanilla ice cream. And then this one on the end here is going to serve a rotational special flavor. Today it's strawberry. We have also seen mango, banana, and blueberry ice creams during our 9-night sailing. Occasionally when they have banana or strawberry, I have seen them put it in this machine too. So you can get a banana or chocolate swirl or a strawberry and chocolate swirl. They're not doing that today though, which is a shame because this is the last day of our cruise and I could really use a chocolate strawberry swirl. There is another hand washing station right next to ice cream here. And then across from that is this little hut called Quacks. Now on our sailing, Quacks has not been open a single time. Typically on other cruise ships, from what I've seen, Quacks will operate either as a little poolside store that you can use to buy some emergency items like goggles, swim floaties, sunscreen, you name it. I've also seen it been used for hair braiding from time to time, but on our 9-night sailing, Quacks has not been open one time. I do know that they closed it on the Disney Dream, so that is probably going to be the fate for this Quacks on the Disney Wonder. Now, next to ice cream over here is going to be the third of your quick service locations on Deck 9. This is Pinocchio's Pizzeria. And if you couldn't guess, Pinocchio's Pizzeria serves pizza. You can create your own pizza here. It does take a little while for it to be made, but they do also have your pre-made pizzas on this side. Typically you have a pepperoni, a cheese, and a margarita pizza. You also have the special pizza of the day, which today looks like chunky chili con carne. Yeah. You also have Parmesan, chili flakes, oregano, and some hot sauce available for you. And then attached to Pinocchio's Pizzeria on this side, there is a full bar available for poolside service. And across from Pinocchio's Pizzeria here is going to be the Funnel Vision, which shows movies throughout your stay here. Right now they're playing Monsters University. And then you have Goofy's Pool, which is the family pool here. It's 4 foot deep. There is a hot tub on either side of Goofy's Pool and plenty of deck loungers available during the day. We're gonna make our way back over port side. There is another staircase back behind Pinocchio's Pizzeria on the port side that will take you up to Deck 10. We'll show you that a little bit later. I continue making our way towards the forward of the ship. Now, on Alaskan sailings, in addition to pool towels on deck, they do also offer these blue blankets to help keep you warm while you're up on deck. Right now it's about 67, 68 degrees while we're docked in Victoria. It's supposed to get up to 75. So I don't expect those blankets to be out much longer, but they have definitely come in handy. Now, underneath the Funnel Vision and in front of the Goofy's Pool here is this little stage area. This is where you're going to have your sail wave party, and if you're doing an Alaskan sailing, this is where you're also going to have your Freezing the Night Away deck party with Anna, Elsa, and friends. On either side of the funnel, you do also have another staircase to take you up to Deck 10. And then the forward funnel here is where you're going to find the Midship elevator bank for Deck 9. You have another water fountain over here with a bottle refilling station. Then here you have the Deck 9 Midship elevator bank. Now these two middle elevators here on Deck 9 Midship will go up to Deck 10 Midship, which will take you to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, the Concierge Lounge, and it will also take you up to Deck 11, which is Vibe, the teen exclusive club on the Disney Wonder. Now right here, occasionally they will have hair braiding available. They do not have it today because we are at port, but I have seen the hair braiding done here on this sailing. There are public restrooms accessible, men's room right here, women's room right here. Staircase to take you back down to Deck 8, and then a staircase right here to take you up to Deck 10 and Deck 11. Gotta make my way back over to the starboard side of the ship this way. And then right outside the door, Deck 9 Midship, on the starboard side here, is going to be Edge. Now Edge is the tween club here on the Disney Wonder, typically for guests aged anywhere between 11 or 14. It does depend on your sailing and your youth activities coordinator. I have sometimes seen children as young as 10 in Edge, so you can ask when you go to sign your kids up for those clubs. You have some more of these floaty stations available to you. You can see there's plenty of deck space for the Funnel Vision and the pool. I'm going to make my way to the forward of the ship here. The forward of the ship on deck 9 is reserved for guests 18 years and older. They call this section Quiet Cove. You can tell you're in the adult area because the furniture does change. This is a family table and chairs. This is an adult table and chairs here. It is a lot quieter up in the Quiet Cove area. Children under 18 are not allowed to spend an extended period of time here. Occasionally you will see them pass through in case they need to get to the forward elevator lobby, which is okay. Here you have the Quiet Cove pool, which is a little bit deeper than the family pool. It's about 5.2 feet deep. And then you have hot tubs on either side. A staircase to take you up to deck 10 right over here. And some more towel stations right over here. You have these little fancier deck lounges here with cushions and towels available at every seat. And then over here you have the Signals Pool Bar, which is a full bar up in the Quiet Cove section. They do also offer poolside service occasionally from time to time. Right here in this glass cylinder on deck 9 is going to be the Cove Cafe. I'm going to go around here so I can show you the main entrance to the Cove Cafe. Cove Cafe is the adult exclusive area for coffees, specialty hot chocolate. You can get special teas. It does also act as a full bar as it is connected to the Signals Pool Bar. I'll take you on in here. Back behind these doors is going to be the Goofy's pool area, as you can see right there. We'll take you inside the Cove Cafe. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Cove Cafe does serve specialty coffees and teas, and typically it also serves as a full bar, but because we're docked in Victoria today, they are not offering alcoholic selections. The specialty coffees and teas are not included with the cost of your cruise fare. But these, however, these pastries over here in the display case, they are included in your cruise fare. You just have to ask one of the crew members behind the desk here to grab you whatever you would like. It's a nice quiet place in the Cove Cafe, nice place to escape from all the kids. The other specialty coffee place on board would be the French Quarter Lounge, which is a family space. This is adults only, 18 plus. And I'm gonna walk right on out this way, back over to Signals. We are gonna make our way forward again. I'm gonna take you through the forward elevator lobby. Right over there is going to be the forward elevator lobby for deck 9. But over to the left on deck 9 port side, this is going to be the smoking area on board the Disney Wonder. If you are someone who chooses to smoke or vape, this is where you are allowed to do it. They also allow it on some spaces of deck 4 on certain days during your sailing. Look around the corner here. This is the smoking deck on deck 9. You can see they provide you with some chairs this way. They do also provide you with ashtrays on each of these tables. A little hidden gem of the smokers area is this nice view that you get at the forward of the ship. And we're gonna make our way out of the smoking area here. And we're going to take you to the Deck 9 elevator lobby, which is located right over here. This is the Deck 9 elevator lobby here on the Disney Wonder. You have some more accessible restrooms over here, women's, men's. Oh, this is an accessible restroom. We have a little seating area out here. And then this is a staircase that's going to take you up to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, as well as the Concierge Lounge. Now, also located here on deck 9 forward is going to be the Senses Spa and Salon, as well as the fitness center on board the Disney Wonder. I'm not going to take you through the entirety of Senses because there are sessions taking place, and I want to respect everybody's privacy. Hello. Spa treatment rooms are going to be right back there. Over to the left, this is how you're going to get into the fitness center. You have some more rooms off to the left here. Some more treatment rooms off to the right. We are going to continue making our way forward. This is going to be the rainforest room aboard the Disney Wonder. This is a paid experience. You have special showers inside, heated chairs. It's a nice relaxing place. I have not used it on this sailing, although I paid for the rainforest pass, which is unfortunate because I spent 9 days on board and I never got to use this once. Oh well, to each their own. There are some changing rooms back here for you to change into bathing suits. And then right here is going to be the Senses Fitness Center. Now, this is a fully equipped fitness center with treadmills, ellipticals. They also have some lifting machines back here in the corner. And this is one of my favorite places on board the ship. Because if you are using one of these treadmills or elliptical machines, you have this beautiful view out the forward of the ship. You can see the bow of the ship right here, the crew pool area, and then this is our current view in the port of Victoria. You have some leg machines back here as well. And then as part of the Senses Fitness Center, in the back over here, they do have a nice little recharging station. Today they have oranges and bananas. They also have towers of iced water, iced lemon water, and they have this little cooler here with some cold towels to help you cool off. You also have regular clean towels on this side to help you clean off, and then you can dispose of your used towels right over here. There is also another water fountain and water bottle refilling station right outside the Senses Fitness Center past the changing rooms. So that is going to do it for deck 9 here. I'm going to walk up the staircase here to deck 10. This is going to be where the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is located. Now the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is exclusive for children, I believe under the age of 14. They can go ahead and get a makeover here to look like a princess or a prince. On some cruise ships, they allow you to dress up as pirates. You can kind of see in here some of the dresses that you can choose from, but they are currently closed, so I can't walk in and show you guys. Right here, though, is going to be the exit out to the deck 10 area. Over here is Quiet Cove. You can see the forward funnel there. Located in the forward funnel right up top here where you see these little chairs, that is the Concierge Sun Deck, which unfortunately I did not pay for, so I cannot take you up there today. Also on the forward funnel is going to be the special Mickey whistle. They're going to take you around the forward of the ship here on deck 10. Because we're at port, they have these deck loungers out. When you are at sea and not at port, they do wrap these deck chairs up to prevent them from going flying. Over here is the Wide World of Sports Arena. They have different sports activities here, like half-court basketball. They have foosball and ping pong tables inside here. Then you have a nice little observation deck in front of the Wide World of Sports area. Now, if you're on board the Wonder on an Alaskan cruise, on your glacier day back here, they will have a hot chocolate station available for you where you can purchase special souvenir Alaska cups. You can also get a spiked hot chocolate if that tickles your fancy. There's also this uncovered observation deck out here. Back here is protected by this plexiglass wall. But you can see you have an unobstructed view, for the most part, out the forward of the ship, which is amazing on Glacier Day. We're gonna head back over to the starboard side of the ship this way here. They have some towel disposal and clean towels up here on deck 10 as well. Some more of those deck loungers. We have a satellite right here that also provides some shade and coverage. They're working on it right now. Then back behind the Wide World of Sports deck over here, there's another water fountain with a bottle refilling station available. Back over to the Quiet Cove pool area. There is a little pathway in front of this section here where you can cross over to the port side. There's this covered area here with some more deck loungers. Same goes over there for the port side. Back behind these glass windows here is going to be an extension of the concierge lounge, which again, I did not pay enough money to get into, so I won't be able to show you that today. There is access to the concierge lounge from deck 10, right behind here in front of the forward funnel. You do need to tap your key to the World Card or your Disney band in order to get in there. This will also get you access to the concierge sun deck up on deck 11. Right here is one of the staircases to take you back down to deck 9, next to the funnel vision. And then this is going to be the deck 10 midship elevator lobby. Very small elevator lobby. Nothing too much to write home about. You can see here, this elevator lobby only has the 2 centermost elevators available in midship. This is also going to be the inside entrance to the concierge lounge, which is right past that door right there. That very, very expensive door. Oh well, one day. And then here is also going to be the entrance to Vibe. Vibe is the teen club on the Disney Wonder. It is exclusive for teens between the ages of 14 and 17. You can either go up these steps here, or you can take the elevator up to Vibe. Hello. We managed to find ourselves an open house for Vibe on our last day. So, we're going to go ahead and bring you on into Vibe, the teen entertainment space on board. I'm going to switch the camera over here to 0.5. We're going to walk right on into Vibe here. Immediately to your right, there are a couple of retro video games, including Donkey Kong Jr., and the original Mario Brothers. They also have a Miss Pac-Man and Galaga machine over here. There are 2 elevators in the forward elevator bank that take you up to the Vibe. You have this little room back here with a Guitar Hero arcade machine and this really large TV here that has a Nintendo Switch connected to it, so you can play Nintendo Switch games. And there's Catherine over there in the corner, sitting on these benches here. These benches have some little drawers in them that have different games that you can play throughout your visit here to Vibe. Little sitting area back this way. You have another TV over here with another Nintendo Switch. And then this one on this side has a PlayStation 5, so you can play PS5 games. Plenty of seats and beanbag chairs to choose from. Another large screen on this side over here for other activities. And then the Vibe here does also have a smoothie bar. It's not open all the time, but occasionally they will have smoothie time where they can purchase different kinds of fruit and yogurt smoothies. And then a little seating area here on this side with a gorgeous view out the forward of the ship. This is actually a concierge deck on the Disney Wonder, so you cannot access this from the Vibe unless there's an emergency. So yeah, that is the Vibe space aboard the Disney Wonder. And now we're going to continue on down to Deck 10. And that's it for Vibe. I'm going to take you back out onto Deck 10 here on the port side. You have another one of those stairs that'll take you down to the Goofy's pool area. More sun deck. And then they do have some deck loungers out on Deck 10 today. This is normally where I would recommend getting a spot for the Sail Away party or the Freezing the Night Away party if you're going to be in Alaska. Same goes for that side on the starboard side. They just have some deck loungers there. Nothing too exciting. And they do have this little pathway here that you can walk across to get to the other side of the ship from wherever you are. Here's one of the staircases that's going to take you down to the Aqua Lab area. I did forget to mention, there's also a public restroom there outside of the Aqua Lab. And then right over here is going to be the entrance to the Twist and Spout water slide that I showed you earlier. Right over here, Twist and Spout. You can see some of the regulations and guidelines that they have to ride Twist and Spout. You do have to be 38 inches tall to ride. You have another one of these covered lounge areas over here with some deck chairs laid out. And then in this big white box over here is going to be where they house Apollo, the adult exclusive restaurant on board the Disney Wonder. Typically this deck here is open for you to cross over to the other side, but it is closed right now. You do also have another water fountain and bottle refilling station. Some more tables and chairs set up. Apollo is also going to be behind these glass windows here. While you're dining at Apollo, there typically is not a lot of activity on Deck 10 aft, so you do, for the most part, have an unobstructed view of wherever you are sailing while dining at Apollo. Now, as you can see, Deck 10 aft is mostly bare. They don't have a lot going on here. They do have these staircases that do take you on down to the Cabanas dining area for outdoors. The outdoor dining area for Cabanas is open, it looks like. So you can go down there and have a seat and enjoy some nice peace and quiet while it's not open. There's another entrance down to Cabanas right here, Deck 10 aft, starboard side. And then we'll make our way around here to the aft elevator lobby, which is also where the entrance to Apollo is going to be. Right through these doors here is going to be the aft elevator lobby, as well as the entrance to Apollo, right over here. And welcome back to Apollo. Apollo here is the adults exclusive dining experience on the Disney Wonder, located on Deck 10 aft. They offer a dinner every night of your sailing, and they offer brunch on your sea days. If you are on a sailing that goes to Nassau, they also offer brunch on your Nassau day. And in Alaska, they offer brunch on your Glacier day. It is a very gorgeous restaurant in here, themed to Italy. It wraps all the way around the back of the ship this way, with gorgeous, stunning views of the aft and the ocean. They have an open galley here in Apollo, so if you're sitting at this big table here, the chef's table, you can look straight back into Apollo. And then tucked away in the back over here is a private dining room for Apollo. Back in that dining room, you can book up to 14 guests without needing to book Apollo either online before your cruise or on board on day one. A word of advice: if you cannot secure Apollo reservation that you want, you can book that private room for up to 14 guests. You just have to call Disney Cruise Line Shoreside and they may be able to arrange it for you. Just find 14 other people that you want to dine with, either on a Facebook group or if you're traveling with a large party. It's a really nice tip to know that if you can't secure the reservation you want, you can book that room. So that was Apollo, the adult exclusive dining offering aboard the Disney Wonder. Right here is going to be the Deck 10 aft elevator lobby. And this is going to conclude our tour of Deck 10 aboard the Disney Wonder. So, that concludes our tour of the beautiful Disney Wonder cruise ship. It really is turning into one of my favorite ships in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. This completes all 5 of the current ships that I have been on. I've done the Magic, the Dream, the Fantasy, the Dream again, the Magic again, the Wish, and now I did the Wonder. So, if there's anything that I missed, anything that you liked, anything that you didn't like, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. And please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Monorail Central for more content like this in the future. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all real soon.